Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Highland, a Beavis and Butt-Head review podcast this time. I'm Chris Paw.
And I'm Drew Mulkins. What up, humans?
I fudged it up. I almost fudged up there. We're here to talk about the new episode, the season 3 finale. Very good episode. The first short is called Oldholio.
Yeah,
and it's everything I wanted it to be.
It's very funny.
I desperately wanted to see old Cornholio the second I saw this in the description last time.
Yeah,
and I wasn't disappointed at all.
It was great.
It starts out funny right away. Like they're in line at the drugstore and. They have this exchange where Butthead's like, "Do you remember when you used to eat too much sugar and start acting crazy?" And he's like, "No, I don't know anything about that. That must have been Stuart, the other blonde kid."
Yeah.
And then there's a very fun when they get to the front of the line. But there's very little of Butthead in this one. This is a very Beavis episode, but Butthead pulls up. It's a middle-aged, obviously, Oldholio, but he pulls up on the rascal scooter and just knocks the sign over that's where the line starts, which made me, I don't know, it just stood out as a funny Butthead thing.
Yeah.
I forget about the scooter, and then every time I see him on it, it makes me laugh. So he's got he's trying to get his medication, and what does he says he's got diabetes now? That's his new one. Yeah,
because he's like, I don't know how that happened, and he's eating a bag of M&Ms, or I think it says N&Ns because it's like legally distinct.
Yeah, trademark thing.
Yeah.
It's just because he's exactly like the wiry kind of guy that would eat terribly and have a heart attack really young. Like he fits the MO in every way.
I don't think he has though, but I think Butthead's had like multiple at this point.
Oh yeah.
Because there was the heart attack episode, but like there was also like the episode where they were talking about how he had a pacemaker. Yeah, seems like he's had more than one.
One of the video segments they've mentioned a pacemaker. Yeah.
The one with the giant magnet.
Oh yeah,
with the bike.
Yeah, it sticks to his chest when they're magnet fishing.
Yeah.
What did he? So he's waiting for his meds, and some old guy complains and goes, "Oh, you got to do everything yourself around here."
There's an exchange with the pharmacist before that, where she's trying to like get information from him, but like,
he's like, "I've got my unemployment papers."
Oh yeah, he hands over his unemployment papers, but from there she's able to get enough information, which, by the way, clever way to not like reveal what his actual name is. He hands her a piece of paper.
Yeah, well, she calls him Mr. Beavis.
Yeah.
So
I think his name's Beavis.
I think that's probably the only guess you could make at this point, and it's Butthead Head.
No, I think
called him Mr. Head before.
Yeah, and in the movie he says my last name is Butt, my first name is Head at some point.
Oh yeah, but it's hyphenated too, so
yeah, that is confusing. In the title of the show,
that makes me think it's Butthead Head.
It might be.
It's Beavis and Butt-Head.
It's kind of like Macaulay Culkin. Have you heard about that?
No.
He legally changed his middle name to Macaulay Culkin, so his full name is Macaulay Culkin.
That's insane. He's making a little comeback, but that's off topic. So when Beavis hears that you have to do everything yourself, he takes it seriously, and goes to the back and has a classic classic Cornholio meltdown while he's eating all the medications.
All pills, though.
Yeah, just going ham.
No candy bars, just straight up meds. just medication, bottles of meds. And he slowly builds into it. Yeah. And I want to say this right now is the insane thing. What I really love about it is how it is Oldholio in every way. Like, it is an update of, like, this is a middle-aged man having a crash. And everything about it is updated to be old Beavis, because he's not saying, like, he says TP for my bunghole, but it's all like most of it is medical jargon, though. Yeah, medical jargon and like old people stuff. He's going, copay. I need my copay. I cannot pay my copay. You will give me your copay.
Yes, my diabetes, my prostatitis, arthritis. Give me my arthritis. I will give you arthritis. So it's. I don't know, it's so much better than I would have imagined. Like, if you had me do it, I never would have thought to update the actual things he says as Cornholio to old guy stuff.
I wrote down, I have prior authorization for my bunghole.
And he has a complete crash out. Butthead kind of disappears the rest of the episode.
No, he does show back up
with the cops later.
Making little comments. And that's pretty funny too.
But, he gets a couple of jabs in.
But he passes out in a rascal for half a second. he climbs into a rascal and falls asleep, and then pops right back into this medical jargon version of Cornholio immediately.
This episode is just a statement on the medical system in this country at this point.
And as soon as the pharmacist noticed that he had stolen so many pills, she called the cops.
Yeah. So the cops are waiting for him outside, and they tase him. They tase. And he's unfazed.
Yeah, and he just drives off with the taser attached to his nipple, doesn't even notice. He's like, that guy just took 50,000 volts.
And then the taser, I think, is what he goes past a gas station, and the taser sparks some gas and catches it on fire.
Yeah, blows up the gas station, and
he's engulfed in flames.
He's engulfed in flames and just keeps driving like nothing can stop Cornholio because he's on so many pills he can't feel the pain.
Yeah. The girl's like, he took so many meds, he must be impervious to pain. Also noteworthy, he has a basket full of toilet paper, which is I think the first time I've seen him actually obtain toilet paper when he says he needs TP for his bunghole. Or has there been other times?
In season 8, so like the 2011 season, there's that weird cult that starts worshiping him. Like,
I don't remember. Maybe
their cult leader dies, and he's doing Cornholio like in the lobby of the and he had drilled holes into his hands, and he was being treated for drilling holes, but he has stigmata, they think, and they think he's the leader. And there is a scene where he's standing on this like podium stage thing, and the whole back of the stage is just like a wall of toilet paper.
TP that
they've brought him so much TP for his bunghole.
So he has gotten to that point before.
Yes.
But it's in this episode, it's all over hanging out of the basket, and it's on fire.
Yeah. It's a really cool effect, and it's not at all realistic because the paper would burn, and but it just keeps like
It's
waving
slow,
around on fire.
burning too slow for good toilet paper.
And he makes a speech and says something about how he has proselytitis, and so then the cop's like, oh, I have that too. Oh yeah, earlier when the pharmacist asked him about his proselytitis, she's like, do you get up to pee a lot? And he's like, no, just only 15 to 20 times.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got it bad.
But
it starts to happen.
And then the cop is like, oh yeah, I need pharmaceuticals for my bunghole, because that's like become his new catchphrase. Because this cop also has proselytitis, and for some reason just assumes that if he was properly taking the proselytitis meds, he'd be acting that way too. Yeah. Which this has to do with like Beavis's specific like psychological issues. Like Cornholio is part of his whole thing.
At this point, I believe that Cornholio is a prophet. This was because he's a time traveler in some universes. Now I think that Cornholio has predicted how Beavis would go out, and then it would be related to needing TP for his bunghole.
Oh, maybe.
In his old age. That's why it's so perfect, because it's like Cornholio fulfilled in a weird way. He's always needed TP for his bunghole, but it turns out it's because of his proselytitis this whole time.
Yeah.
His past self was
I was reading a theory on the internet about how Cornholio is actually like an interdimensional being, and he's very focused on his bunghole because he's never had one before, and it's like a new experience for him.
Or it could be where they put the utility in that helps him travel dimensions.
Maybe.
It's like a dimensional tuning fork that goes in his bunghole.
Yeah. So the cops let them go because several of them also have proselytitis, and
they salute him
pharmaceuticals for their bungholes. And then he falls off the on-ramp, and his rascal explodes and he dies.
Yeah, he's definitely dead. This is why I'm saying this is like, now I feel like Cornholio was always predicting his demise.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes out as Cornholio in flames, in fire, and which he's been obsessed with forever. And
it is confirmed. There is. We'll get into that when we get into the next episode. Weird bleed over a lot this season, and that's okay. But I think there's a clear line here. So we'll talk about the confirmation of Beavis's death in a little bit.
Also, as you'll see in Tuesday's episode, not the first time that he's taken a whole bunch of pills.
No,
he's had a high tolerance forever.
Yeah, maybe he's built. Yeah, maybe they went down to Mexico with Dave other times. Maybe they got it right other times and actually tied the condoms off and didn't swallow the pills. Yeah, we're referring to the episode Down Mexico Way for those of you who maybe don't know the old series that well.
Swallow a bunch of pills in that one, and he does it in this one, and that was just weird.
Although it's way more pills than this one. It's
this is it's just outrageous.
All right, so then we got. Do
you want to do the music video segment?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look up.
Rate this and then get into the next. Well, let's go ahead and because this is confirmed in the opening of the next one. I'll just because this is all in one episode of our podcast. The next one is a Smart Beavis and Butt-Head episode, and this fades out with the old Beavis burning to death, and definitely dead, and then smart Beavis and Butthead come up on the logo screen that they're usually on.
Yeah.
That starts an episode, and they're doing their they're kind of reacting to old Beavis's death.
It's like they just watched the episode while they're in the portraits at the beginning, and they're reacting to the episode that they just watched, and it's very droll. How?
Yeah, very droll, very funny. And one of them says, yes, horrible death.
Yeah.
A horrible death or something like that.
Yeah. I believe it's Smart Beavis says a horrible death.
Yeah.
So, confirmed, because they have like Watcher-like powers, I guess.
Yeah, they observe multiple universes, yeah.
Yeah. And
now
we kind of get into the origins.
Do you think powers, if we get more old Beavis and Butthead next season, we know they're a different Earth, for sure. But in this new series, we've already seen like they lost their apartment in one of these universes, and then had it back the next episode time they showed up.
Yeah, I haven't looked real close to see if but the buildings are shaped very similarly for sure. I don't think that they're supposed to be different buildings, but
I think they're always drawn in the same apartment as old guys.
And a lot of building, it's in that hot climate, a lot of buildings have those outdoor walkways. You know,
let's do this. Let's do. We'll do a separate episode on just on old Beavis and Butthead. Just an examination of middle-aged Beavis and Butthead. Because this is definitely if there's another, and there is season 4 has been announced.
Yeah, today I saw a couple different places on my Facebook. Yeah, season 4 has officially been announced.
Amazing.
To be already in the works.
And Mike Judge is in, but he's bouncing around doing the old version of King of the Hill.
Yeah,
or the new version, which is
people
older.
love it.
But he's it seems like maybe he's just gonna stick with the momentum and get this one out sooner than this one did since the last one. But yeah, we'll do that, and I'm sure that this will come up again because this is the demise of old Beavis. If there aren't more episodes later, then that kind of changes it. But okay, let's One Last Day.
Yeah.
Dying Young by Rob Thomas is the music video in this one. And they do a couple of good jokes about Rob Thomas being like, didn't he die? I thought he died years ago.
Yeah. Might as well have.
The bit is they think of they're watching the video and it looks like an in memoriam video to them. So that's the gag, the jokes they're doing in this one.
Beavis does a whole thing about I whenever I watch one of these, I'm always worried that I'm going to show up in that. And then that's how I'm gonna realize that I died.
Yeah, a little foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Because he's in this segment, they're talking about Beavis dying.
Yeah. And Butthead says no, you'll be in the good riddance section, not the these people died and they sucked.
He goes, I wouldn't even care. I'd step right over you if you died.
Yeah.
Which I suppose I wish we could see one where we get Butthead's real reaction to Beavis dying. But I guess we do. The ghost episode when he thinks he's a ghost.
Yeah. And there's
another time there's another time, but then it turns out that it was all in Beavis's head. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, and then there's like a good joke there about Rob Thomas looks like a lesbian school mom.
Oh,
that
yeah,
brings us
yeah.
all carrots or something like
yeah,
that.
the kindergarten school mom.
Yeah, and then Butthead's like, yeah, he drives a Subaru.
Because yeah, he's trying to rock the same haircut that he did 20 years ago, and he kind of looks the same, but you can tell that he's 20 years older.
Yeah. He looks the way that I always feel when I try to do like a front facing. I like the meme of what's his name when he's dressed as a skater.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi dressed up like a skateboarder in the high school.
That's what Mary Ellen, my girlfriend, went as for Halloween this year. She had a really good
that's hilarious
costume.
Let's see. So that's the music video segment, and then real quick, we forgot to mention what Butthead actually is doing. He's with the cops during the episode, and he when the cops first see him, they're like, he's a maniac, he's out of control or something like that. And
they're listed like he stole $200 worth of pharmaceuticals or whatever it was.
Oh,
and,
yeah. They're like
he stole the
listing his
rascal.
crimes.
He blew up the gas station.
Yeah, and Butthead goes, also, I caught him spanking his monkey to a cartoon about a train once. It's like, get him. Yeah, he's just cheering them on to take him down. Like, he doesn't.
Yeah.
And they all step aside and just let him go down the hill and die. So we do see that Butthead doesn't care. So that's this episode. Do you want to do a rating?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 5 stars. This was hilarious, and it was like a really fun place to take the character. I've really liked some of the things that they've done with this season, with bringing back Stewart, bringing back Todd, bringing back Burger World, bringing back Cornholio.
Yeah. Bringing back Burger World, to clarify, as old Beavis and Butt-Head.
Yeah. They continued working there as young Beavis and Butt-Head because it's shown up in
the new
series before with young Beavis and Butt-Head, but never.
But yeah, seeing old Todd, a new version of old Stewart.
Yeah, so this has been a season of we had speculated that the season would end with the reveal of old Daria. It didn't.
We get something close.
But yeah, we got something arguably better. Something I hadn't.
So.
Well, that's shown up before, but no. But I think Oldholio is maybe a better thing.
Yeah,
it's something I didn't know that I wanted until I heard about it. But it lived up to all of my expectations.
I legit have never. It never occurred to me this whole time.
Yeah,
this new series has been going. It's never dawned on me like, oh, what if old Beavis did Cornholio? It just because they talk about like the fandom. We talk about Cornholio like it's the biggest thing Beavis does, and there's only like a handful of Cornholio episodes.
Yeah,
it was in both of the movies.
It doesn't show up until like season 4 or 5.
Yeah. So it's not actually like a huge. I mean, obviously everybody.
Those are just really loved episodes.
Yeah. But I'm also going 5. In case that's not obvious. But I love this whole season of old Beavis and Butt-Head. Has been all the old episodes have been so good. And then I didn't catch the writer on this one, but we'll circle back to that on the rewatch when we get to these in 10 years. the second episode was called, or the second short was called "The Discoverers," and it's a smart Beavis and Butt-Head episode, which is becoming which is this like the third appearance of them in the new series outside of the movie. I think they were in like the middle of season 1 where they introduce old Beavis and Butt-Head. And they're in the one where they probe Anderson.
Yeah, they're in a couple. They're kind of a framing device in like the season 1 of Mike Judge's Beavis and Butt-Head, and then similar. Season 2 had a similar finale that had their first short. This is their second short.
Yeah, the one where they're supposed to abduct and probe a Earth human, and it's Tom Anderson.
Yeah, this we always talk about how Beavis and Butt-Head has like Looney Tunes logic, and this like smart Beavis and Butt-Head and Tom Anderson feels like almost like a weird Wile E. Coyote kind of relationship that they keep going to Earth to try to complete a task, and then he's always the human that ends up being part of the task somehow.
Yeah. So this one is a big one because they name some Earths in it, first of all, which is like we've been speculating. Is Mike Judge really looking at this like a multiverse? Or is that just a device to set up, that sometimes he can do things where they die or whatever?
Yeah. Well, I think that Earth 1 Normal Earth was mentioned in the season 2 finale.
So,
but I don't know if any others had been named. I
can't. So they call it's smart Beavis and Butt-Head, and the quick storyline is the smart council wants to send them to Earth to plant a homing beacon so they can come in and invade Earth, what they call Earth 1. Yeah. And they designate themselves 327Z. Which, if you go with if you're looking at Rick and Morty logic for the numbering systems, that would imply that 327 A through Z are all versions that are very slightly different from of smart Beavis and Butt-Head.
Yeah, that implies that there's 25 other pairs of smart Beavises and Butt-Heads.
Yeah, with most similarities up to whatever point that they diverge. Because in Rick and Morty, when you see it like 327C or B or like those, or 137, I think they're like almost identical Earths. Yeah, or universes. So 327Z. So 327 is smart, not Earth, but the smart universe. I guess they're on Earth, a version of Earth.
No, I think it did say Earth. Yeah, it said Earth 327Z, like on the. You were taking notes when it popped up on the screen.
It's weird when because it implies they're on an entirely different planet in this universe, this other universe, because they get to Earth just by regular space travel.
That's.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, no.
It's like if.
But were there? They went. No, but that was Earth 1 though. So it must have been. There must have been some kind of wormhole or something. There must have been.
They're passing through and something.
But
so they call it Earth 1.
Maybe there's a place you have to get dropped off, and then you have to fly to Earth from like that point. Or it seems like it's more something like that.
They cross over from the other Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would think they wouldn't get in a spaceship to go to an adjacent Earth. They would go into like a vibrational frequency thing or
so
something,
maybe they have to enter the other dimension like way off somewhere, and then they have to fly to Earth.
There's like hyper time and space flight involved.
So whatever works for the episode, I guess.
Yeah. So the Smart Council, which is, we made a list this time. It's comprised of and these are all the old versions of the characters. Yeah. So that's why I say like this is old Daria, but smart Daria.
Yeah.
And it's Stuart, Todd, McVickers, Buzzcut, Van Driesen, Daria, and the Judge, which is a newer character that's just appeared a couple of times in the new series.
He's the guy who moves the plot ahead in the movie, that sentences them to go to space camp for destroying the school at the beginning of Do the Universe.
Yes, and then he's in when they have jury duty in the one episode is old Beavis and Butt-Head. He's in that one, so he's a character we've seen in multiple timelines. Yeah,
and I think also the one where they turn, like last week's episode where they turned Beavis in.
Oh, for a reward?
Yeah. Or was that a different judge? I'm not sure.
I don't remember. If it did, the Wikipedia didn't mention it. But maybe that's because it was so new. Yeah, and the judge is based on, or by all appearances, is based on Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, but I believe his voice is actually also done by Mike Judge.
Yeah, I think he has a...
But it's clearly supposed to be a Neil deGrasse Tyson like impression.
He even when he dismisses them, he says, "May science be with you."
Yeah,
which I feel like I've heard Neil Tyson say. So they send them to Earth to place a homing beacon, and they run into Tom Anderson while they're holding a big pile of porno mags.
Yeah.
And
analog pornography.
Tom Anderson explains spanking their monkeys to them in a very funny scene that I feel like is it's a little weird that Tom Anderson would do that.
Yeah,
but
doesn't seem like his
whole segment where they're on Earth. All I'm wondering is Earth 1 old Beavis and Butt-Head or young Beavis and Butt-Head?
I think it's old Beavis and Butt-Head.
It would have to be, right? Because that's where they never time travel, would be the original normal Earth.
But Tom Anderson is very, very into mechanics and like explaining things to people.
Yeah.
And these guys literally don't know what that is. And I think it's kind of the implication is that's their society was able to become so advanced because no one had ever figured out how to masturbate.
Yeah, they didn't know. In fact, it's funny because
we'll get there.
Because in the music video segment in this one, they talk about space schlongs and spanking their monkeys, and then it's like it's sort of disjointed, but or foreshadowing really. So Tom Anderson explains masturbation to them, and they go back to do research in their ship with the magazines.
That's not on screen, by the way. He doesn't. He goes, "Well," and then there's a black screen that says one explanation later.
Right. Yeah. He doesn't like do it with them and explain it.
They do not.
It's very.
There's no explicit Tom Anderson audio of him telling them how to do that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of implied that's what was there. He said, well, you do this and you do that.
Well,
do
they've
that.
buttered us up this whole season with his detailed explanations on everything from pipe fittings to
hanging IVs.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So they've established him all
Fixing
season.
bongs.
That he will tell you exactly how to do stuff. That's a very good point. So,
yeah.
Tom Anderson. So they go back to their ship to research, and then the gag is 7 minutes later. They come out and they're like, "That was very successful. We should go now, but first, let's do some more research."
Yeah, and then just over and over.
It's for 6 days. It says 6 days later at one point.
Then they never fly the beacon, and their entire space fleet crashes into the moon.
Yeah. In a very Looney Tunes scene where it's just a giant ship just hits the moon, and then it's like a pile up of like you would see on a freeway, like each vehicle following hits the one in front of it.
And
it's a nice little mix of like Star Trek and Star Wars type spaceships too.
Van Driesen is like the head commander, and it's very Star Trek. You know, you get some like Picard vibes. Yeah,
he's in one of those Star Trek style captain chairs.
Yeah.
So they're not successful. They reconvene at the council and to put Beavis and Butt-Head on trial, and they try to explain themselves. So they explain masturbation to the council, and they do this like we'll download the information to you, and they kind of send it to their brains from their brains.
Yeah.
And the whole council goes, they lower their chairs and disappear, and then they come right back up, and they have their verdict, and they're like, well, and then Daria is smart Daria is the first one, says, give them death.
Yeah.
And then all the men go, no, give them a parade. Give them $1 million.
She was not impressed.
Yeah. And
they have a parade.
They do give them a parade.
Because they are the discoverers.
There's Beavis and Butt-Head floats. And
then there's implications that their society is just about to be on the decline, that things are just falling apart. Because people are masturbating.
It's such a Mike Judge. Like, it looks a lot. It's when they show the decline of this futuristic city. It looks very much like the decline of cities is depicted in Idiocracy.
Yeah,
was the Mike Judge movie where I think there's even a clock that starts blinking or something on one of the buildings, and they catch on fire.
A monorail falls off the track.
Yeah. Just chaos. So, the story's funny enough and everything. My big takeaway is like the Earth 327 thing. Like it's a season finale, and we get a lot of confirmation on the multiverse of it, that it is still on his mind this whole time. It wasn't just him setting up the new series. Because he doesn't have like smart Beavis and Butt-Head introduced the first middle-aged Beavis and Butt-Head episode.
No,
and they don't do that any other time.
Yeah,
they haven't since. They were in their own episode the one time, but
they only showed up for the season finale this season. So it's a very different kind of storytelling, but I dig it too.
I also we haven't seen an old version of McVickers, Buzzcut, or Daria.
Yeah.
And those are all, I hope those are all coming next season.
Yeah.
Because technically, again, if modern young Beavis and Butt-Head see any of them, they should be old.
Yeah.
They should be the age of old Beavis and Butt-Head.
Well,
if they've time traveled to the,
McVickers is alive in Smart World, but my headcanon is still that he died in Beavis and Butt-Head Are Dead.
The finale,
the original finale. He has a heart attack when they do show up at school at the end of the episode.
Is he not in the revival at all?
He hasn't been. Well, actually, no. Wait, he might.
The 2011 season throws everything out of whack. I kind of, in my head, that's a whole different universe too.
Yeah,
that whole.
I
season.
can't remember if he was part of the school getting destroyed at the beginning of Do the Universe, and I watched that movie last week, and I still can't remember
in the school at all
if he's part of that whole opening part.
Because presumably that would be sometime after Beavis and Butt-Head Are Dead.
Yeah. Because that's 1998, and I think it was 1997.
Yeah.
So it would have been, I think, post Beavis and Butt-Head Do America too, like the beginning.
That makes sense.
It's like a new Halloween movie. This is the 15th one where we're ignoring every other movie. This comes right after Halloween 1.
Yeah.
They love putting movies right after Halloween 1.
Yeah.
And none of those other ones ever happened. They love that. They've done it over
multiple
and
times,
over and over again.
They did it with Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well, I think.
Yeah.
There was a Netflix one recently. That was just a sequel to the first one.
I only ever watched the first one, and that's like a really well-made movie, and I don't think of that one as like a series.
Real quick sidebar, because I could talk about this all day. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the way their sequels went. I love it because it's a weirder and weirder remix of the same movie each time they do it.
That's interesting.
It's like it keeps doing the same kind of story, and like Hallmarks is the first one, but it gets more and more campy and weird and B movie each time. Yeah. And it's like by the time you get to 4, it's just the most ridiculous movie ever.
Okay. Yeah, I really like the first one, but yeah. Anyway.
It's worth watching, just all of them, just as what the fuck kind of.
But back to Blovis and Bustamante.
I guess we should do the music video segment at this point.
Yeah.
It's a Post Malone video. It's smart Beavis and Butt-Head. They do a lot of masturbation jokes in it.
Yeah.
No, they're funny. I don't have a problem with those kind of jokes. I don't care about Post Malone at all.
No.
I don't have like a, I hate that guy thing, but it's just I don't know.
I don't really like that Circles song or whatever, but
this video is so dumb.
Yeah, whatever.
Them making fun of it is fun, but there's not a whole lot in it. I do think it's funny when he says they're like he's touching his earth schlong. And he goes, earth penises are something about a 16-bit earth penis.
Yeah.
It's very funny. It's enjoyable. They make fun of him, but I don't know. It was not the best part of this episode.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, the video wasn't great, and it's only Post Malone like standing next to an in-ground pool. Nothing really else happens in the video. It's kind of weird.
It's weird because I hardly ever judge the video they're watching. Yeah. I just listen for what they're saying about it. But this one is just like, I guess I do actively dislike this guy because it just was turned off by the whole thing because of the video.
This is at least the second, if not the third video that they've done by him. And I don't know, like, I think I just said I didn't like that Circle song, but the video for it is good. Like, they put work into it. This didn't seem like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just kind of a I don't know. I don't. It doesn't like. He's one of those people. It doesn't make me mad when somebody likes him or anything. It like, oh, what? You're crazy. It's not for me. What do you got for a rating on this one?
I'll go like 3.5. It's good. It's not like the funniest thing, and it's not like the best story, but I like that it's so cartoony and goofy and weird. So yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm gonna go 4. I'm a little higher on it because what I like about it is it reminds me of the, Rick and Morty, how they will do 1 or 2 a season. They do the like mythology episodes.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what this is kind of.
Yeah.
Where there's not really an ongoing narrative. It's but like it's more information on this aspect of the new series with the multiverse and everything.
Yeah.
And I do like that about it. Hopefully this isn't the only version of Old Daria that we get, but I do feel like the council, it's funny, they're all middle-aged versions of these characters.
Well, they also have giant heads.
Yeah. But like that's definitely old Todd.
Yeah, there's
old Stewart.
Yeah, and Buzzcut.
But it's young Beavis and Butt-Head, so it's kind of a weird universe. Like it makes you think that in this version they did do a time jump or something maybe.
Yeah.
On Smart Earth as well. Yeah, I would love to. I want a whole movie in the Smart universe that deals with just the multiverse stuff, like where they just travel and go to different versions of Beavis and Butt-Head all over the place.
Because we've gotten a shot of a bunch of crazy versions of Beavis and Butt-Head. We've never seen any like non-humanoid or even like purple-skinned Beavis and Butt-Heads. That hasn't happened yet. I don't know that the show needs to go there, but I'm open to it.
I'm very curious. I would love to have some confirmation on which normal Earth is meant to be. Because maybe it's like Earth 1A, B, C, and that's like a mix of young and old Beavis and Butt-Head. Because there's like in the same similar timelines for everyone else.
It kind of feels like Tom Anderson is the only person on Earth 1.
Earth 1.
Because like that's just the only interactions that they end up having on Earth 1 are with.
Or is normal Earth Prime? Is that where we live? Is Tom Anderson? Is there no Beavis and Butt-Head on normal Earth?
Yeah. Where is the Mike Judge Earth?
Yeah.
When does that multiverse start?
Yeah. I truly I would love I doubt it will, but I would love for season 4 to have just at least 1 or 2 episodes where they really explore what Mike Judge's idea of the multiverse is. This.
Don't turn the show into Rick and Morty. Please don't do that. But a little bit of that could be really funny and be real different and interesting. So I'd like to see some of that.
I would just like to. I'm just curious about how Mike Judge views it. I don't need a whole. I don't want the whole show to be that.
No,
it's not what it's ever. It's not a sci-fi show.
Not. That would probably jump the shark for me. I think.
To do it too much.
Yeah. If. And I don't want it to be an action show. I don't want them to be firing guns and.
Oh no! I don't know if they would have to have a whole adventure like Doctor Strange in the where they have to fight something.
Yeah. I don't want to see Hero Beavis and Hero Butthead. I don't care.
I think the idea of them what they did in Do the Universe, where
Yeah.
they're just sort of like trying to help other versions of Beavis and Butthead or interacting
Yeah.
for whatever reason. I think
Like
that would be fun.
I don't want to see action adventure because that's just not what they do. That's not who they are.
No, they're too stupid for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's everything we got for this one. We got a 5 and a 4 for me, and a 5 and a 3.5 for Drew on this one. This is so we're gonna we'll be putting out a season wrap up where we'll review the season as a whole, and then we will do one maybe the week after that. Well, I want to do just discuss old Beavis and Butthead for an episode because
I can review some of those.
They've been a huge part of this season, more so than the last two, I think.
Yeah.
So I want to.
They were in almost every episode. There were, I think, maybe 2 episodes that didn't have them in it, and then this episode didn't have young Beavis and Butthead in it at all.
No. So, what was the last time we saw them this season?
I think the last week.
Get well soon.
Because it was the reward episode with old Beavis and Butthead, but the second half was
Get Well Soon.
What was that?
Where they wanted to break his arm to sign the cast.
Yeah, that was a young Beavis and Butthead adventure. So there you go.
So there you go.
Even had Cody in it.
The Discoverers. That is it for this episode. Thank you.
Drive through.